Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I want to share an Etsy shop update. These are my Sweetheart journal maker kits, and I'm going to show you how they come, and I'm going to take this apart basically so you can see everything that's included. I will also have some journal maker kits in a tin with some different pieces. And I also have a little mini journal available in this little set. It's like a Shabby Chic pink themed kit. So I have a bunch of different things that I will be bringing to my shop. I've been really busy this month just trying to get everything ready for my Etsy shop. Okay, so these kits are inspired basically by pink, by this pretty pink color, and then this blue. I just love how pretty these colors look together. I guess they just remind me of Valentine's Day from when I was a child, and I just love the way they look. These kits will work really well with my pastel florals. I have a bunch of a pretty huge collection with different just like a shabby chic or a pastel colors, and I've been working a little bit with those colors. This card actually I created using one of the pages as the backdrop, as the background, or as the frame for this little textile swatch card. So I will link the printables down below that I think work really well with this kit. I have a pretty big variety, and I think you can take it into different directions. And so I'll just link them below so you can kind of go ahead and take a look. And I'm going to show you guys what this comes with. Okay, so first I have the textile swatch card I just showed you guys with all the little pieces. I like to clip this into my journal. I think it looks really pretty. It has a velvet bow at the top. And then there's some space on the back for journaling. Okay, and then this is a lace sampler. So basically, if you were to use this in a journal, you could just remove the staple, and then this lace, some of the pieces overlaps to the back. Okay? And so I have this blue and white polka dotted ribbon, and then I have this hot pink lace, and then I have this lace chiffon piece with the dotted Swiss. I just love that. Okay, so I have that. This can be taken apart and you can use it in your journal as it is, and you can even use this piece right here for journaling, right? Or you can use it as is in a journal. Okay, so what I did was I'm going to start with this piece right here. The whole bundle is wrapped up in this little, in this cotton ribbon. And I made these handmade flowers. Let's see. And I have them attached with a safety pin. So you can remove it and add them to any journal cover or to a closure. And so that's what this one looks like. They're all handmade, so they're all going to be just a little bit different, but I can show you. Let's see. So there's a couple of them. And here's a few more. They're pretty much the same, but obviously, since they're handmade, they're going to have a little bit of differences. Okay, so that's my handmade flower. And the little, the beads are sewed on. Everything's sewed on, but I also used a little bit of glue to help kind of reinforce it. Okay, now then, this, I have some pom-pom trim. I have two ruffles with some hand sewn or embroidered hearts on there, and aren't they just so cute? I love the embroidered hearts. And then I also have this handmade bow. I love this color. I think it's so pretty. Now the bows will all, again, they're handmade, so they're gonna be a little bit different. And I did use repurposed fabric and I did iron it, but I just wanted to show you guys how they look. Because on the edge of like this one, there's a little bit of a seam. And I could have cut it off, but I worked with it because I feel like that adds character to the bow. I thought it was really cute. And I worked with it where I had the seam. Okay, so now let's move on to the fabric pieces. Okay, I brought a ruler so you guys can kind of see an approximate of the sizing. Okay, so this piece right here, isn't that pretty? I just love curating kits because I've been actually collecting fabric for over a year, and so when I find pieces that work really well together, I just love that, and I love to pass that on to you guys so you guys can also work with them also. Like this, isn't this just great? This is a little bit sheer, but isn't that pretty? And I just love the way the whole collection works together. It has a little bit of vintage. It's got the bright pink and the blues, and it's so nostalgic. It also reminds me a lot of Valentine's Day cards that we would pass out when we were kids, or like that vintage Valentine's Day theme. Okay, so I have this piece. Let's see. It's gonna be approximately, it's close to 12 inches, but not quite. So a lot of my pieces I have between 11 and 12 inches. And this is about 6 inches. Okay. And let's see, how should I think I'll start here. So again, these are gonna be between 11 and 12 inches. These pieces, and this is gonna come with it. I use this board just to kind of give it some stability, but you can see that it's gonna look different when it's under like cream, right? So it's like a creamy color, a vintage cream kind of. It's a little bit yellow too. And I love the vintage look of it. And this you can use as a cover for your journal if you wanted to. Okay, so it comes with this piece. It comes with this piece also. Everything has been lightly ironed, but I do fold them up for shipping. And so, like you can see that this one has a little bit of a fold right there. And isn't this pretty? I just love this also. Okay, so these pieces could be cut and kind of collaged and sewed together, so they're great for stitch kits. But you can also use different ones for your journals. So like this one, isn't this just so pretty? And look how pretty it looks with the colors. Now this one, each kit will have a different, this was a really big piece of fabric, and it'll have a different flower. This is one of the flowers. I tried to make sure I include some kind of pink and blue because of the theme, okay? And so that's kind of, it'll kind of vary what, which part of the fabric you get in each kit, but this is kind of the idea behind it. Okay, now this one is more of a white. Isn't that pretty too? And so this one has two sides. Some of the sides, I feel like it might have a little bit of pilling on there. On one of the sides, I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty light, but the other side doesn't. So what I would do, if that bothers you, I would just use the side without the pilling for the cover. But I just think it's so pretty, and I love that texture. Isn't that just so pretty? And a lot of my fabrics are repurposed, as we love to use repurposed fabrics in our junk journals. This is sheer. It's a sheer Swiss dot. Isn't that just so pretty? I just love these pieces so much. I actually have one kit that I saved for myself because I want to make a journal with this too. But I also wanted to, make sure that I get these out for you guys in case you guys want to make like a Valentine's Day journal. I wanted to have these ready for you guys, so I didn't take the time. I didn't want to rush through the process of creating my journal. But I did save one of these for me. Plus I have some scraps that I could use, which I love because I love these colors so much. This is like a satin on the top. And then the back I feel is like, it's like a synthetic, right? So I'm probably going to try even using glue on this to see how it does, because I feel like the thickness of the backing will do really good. And this is what I used obviously for the bows, okay? I just love them so much. I think they're so cute. Okay, and then I have a piece of lace. And then I have this piece also. Okay. Let's see how they were. I like to see them all together because I feel like that is really inspiring when you can see all the little parts. And I just love the hearts. Isn't that cute? The hearts and the polka dots and the colors. Okay. So this is my sweetheart kit. And this is, I'm going to add these labels to the cover. I didn't get to that yet. So this will go on here. But I actually have, I have a heart journal maker kit on in my Etsy shop with these hearts, with the Margaret hearts. These I actually scaled down and I printed 2 printables per page. But there are, let's see if I have them. I just posted, or I should have just posted a, by the time this video goes on my YouTube, I will have already posted this journal that I made using the Margaret hearts. So basically, I think that the Margaret collection also looks really good with this kit. Like, this is the size of the hearts, but doesn't that look great? Because you got the pinks and then the blues, right? And then I was also going to mention that I have, let's see, I have a lot of Victorian style like Valentines that work really well with this kit also. And I'm trying to see if I have some in here because I've been printing a lot to use. Oh, here we go. I have some here. Like, isn't that pretty? Doesn't that work really well with them? And then I have like different, I printed these all out to use, and I think that they all work so well. This is actually my Felicity collection, and so that would even work really well with it because of the pinks that it picks up. So if you already have a lot of these kits that I've already released, they'll go really well with this, like the pastels, Margaret. I know a lot of you guys picked up the Margaret collection, so that'll work really well with these. Okay, I'm gonna move on and show you guys. This is my journal in a box, right? It's already finished. I only have one, but I actually have, I'm gonna move on and show you guys my maker tins. I'll move that out of the way. Okay, I have these maker tins available, or they will be available once this, once I post it. And so this is a little tin, and it is full of little goodies, and some of the pieces are supplies for your junk journaling. Actually, most of them are supplies, but I also have handmade pieces in here, which I actually handmade. So I have this little mini journal, and I think it's so sweet. I can measure it really quickly. It's approximately a little bit bigger than 3 inches. So it's like almost 3 and, oops, almost 4 inches. Is that 4? Yeah, that's 4. 3 by 4. Okay, so we have this little mini journal, and again, I use my Felicity collection of printable, like this one right here, amongst with some other like book pages. I think this is actually from my my French documents. Actually, this is a book page. I have this large paper clip in there with the tool. It's like a little bow. Isn't that cute? Okay, so this is a little journal. I was gonna say that I love using little journals, especially if I want to make like a themed journal. They are a lot less intimidating to work in. So if you're a beginner, I totally recommend starting with something maybe smaller, like a mini or maybe half a size of a journal. And that way you can add quotes, you can do collages, but they're on a smaller scale, and you will be able to put it together quicker, and you have like a feeling of accomplishment when you're done, and you can go through it and it doesn't feel like a huge project. So I love these. I love using them, and I love making them. So it comes with one of these, and then it also comes, I have all these little pieces here that you can use in this journal or in any journal that you're making. I have, these are like little stickers. I have the little paper hearts. And then I also included some of my little my flashcard printables, but these are mini sized, and they're all cut up and ready for you to use. So isn't that cute? Okay, and then I also have all these trims, and they are so pretty. I just love all these pinks. And at the top, I have a little button attached, a little bow. And these can all be used, again, either in a journal you're using, you can use them as embellishments. This can be like a belly band in a journal where you glue it at the top and the bottom, and then you can just tuck something inside there. See that? Or you can just use it to trim a page. So these are great. And then I have a bunch of handmade ruffles. So I have this one with the ribbon. The ruffles will be a little bit different for each journal. I have some different ones with the ribbon where I did hearts instead, but then each one will get the white ones with the embroidered heart ruffles. So they'll be pretty similar. Then I have this printable. It's printed on a lightweight cardstock, which I use. And then I have this little piece that I handmade, and it holds all these tiny little pieces inside that you can use for your journals. So each one will get something extremely similar. They'll be like another deer, exactly from my Parisian deer kit. You'll get exactly the same type of pieces, but maybe with a small variation to it. But it'll still be pink, or it'll still be the same style. Okay. Then, isn't that pretty? I just love this ribbon. This is a wire ribbon, and I folded it up like this into a ruffle. So actually all you have to do is just glue it on a page in your journal if you wanted to use it. Or you can just pull it apart and use it any way you wish. But I thought that would be really cute. And then I also have this little wooden heart, and I put a ribbon. I made a hole and I put a ribbon through it, so this could be attached in a journal. You can add it to a paper clip, and it can kind of dangle on the outside of the journal. So let's say you put a paper clip on the side, it'll dangle like this from your journal, and I think that would be so cute. Okay, I also have some doilies I included in here. And then if you guys love to work in journals, I also, I love using napkins in journal, like decorative napkins. And so these, what you do with them is you open them up, and usually there's 2 layers. So you got to open them up all the way. You probably will want to cut this one in 4. So you're technically getting 4 different roses. And then there's like a white piece of napkin right here. And you got to pull that off. See that? So you remove that. And then you can use white Elmer's glue. And then you can, let's say, open a journal. You probably will want to use this maybe in a larger journal. Or if you want to do just some collaging, you can use this too. And what you can do is you can use a brush and just paint over this with Elmer's glue. And then you take your piece of napkin and you can overlay it and then cut off the excess. And you'll have like a little rose on there. And then you can coat the top of it also. Once it dries, you can coat the top of it also. So you're basically decoupaging a rose or a napkin onto your journal. And it's just a really pretty effect. And a lot of times you will see like the writing come through. It'll be a little bit transparent. I'll have to do that again. Maybe I'll do a video. And then I have this doily also at the bottom. And then I also put together this little bottle of, they're just little pieces that I use in my journals. And so I just went through my supplies and I pulled out pieces that I would love to use. So if I were to make a journal and I'm going to be using like this kit, I decided to make another kit with like all the little trinkets and all the little trims with all these extras that I would include in a journal. And so these I have like little charms, little buttons. I got little, I made this little, this is a little pearl, and I made the little loop on there. So it has a little bit of a handmade look to it, which I think gives it a little bit of charm. I got buttons here, and then little floral beads. And then you can see I have some little paper clips and like a bowl pen, and just different pieces that I enjoy using in my journal. So they all kind of get, let's see, they just kind of get stored in here. And then I have the little sequins in there also. I just dropped a couple. Okay, so I just have a couple of these tins available in my shop, and I will link it below so you guys know exactly where to go. Okay, and now I'm gonna move on to this piece here. Okay, so this is like a little, it's like one of those little lunch boxes, and it's perfect for storing things away in a craft room so you don't get dust on it. It's kind of like a treasure box, and you open it up, and here's what I have. I have this little guy. Isn't this just darling? So this is a little deer, and I actually embellished it so you can hang it up. Let's see if I can show you guys. You can hang it up in your craft room. So it's like a perfect little piece. It's almost like a little mascot. Isn't that just so sweet? So this is my Shabby Chic collection. And then I actually worked on this, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. This is probably my first project right after Christmas. I just couldn't wait and wanted to make this cute little heart with all the little pieces, and then I embroidered the little roses or the little French knots on here. Isn't that just cute? And again, this can just hang in a room. It can hang from like a knob or from like a book. And then I also made this. I used some wire and I twisted it together, and then I formed a heart, and then I sewed. I hand stitched this tulle on here, and I added a bunch of little, oops, and I added some sequins inside, and then I tied a little bow at the top. Okay, so this is again a little embellishment. You can add it to a journal for sure, like to one of the pages. I have a journal in here also. So you can actually add it to a journal too, right, with a paper clip, or you can use it as decor in a room. And I just wanted to include those with this journal, and this is the journal that I made. This is actually the first journal that I made right after Christmas. I just never got around to sharing it. It's tied up with this this closure, and I have one of these pearls attached. Okay, and then on the side, it's actually an open spine binding, but I have the lace. I have this pretty lace that I glued on here, and it's tied with this pretty pink, it's like a cotton trim. And I love the fraying. Isn't that just pretty? And then I attached this little, this heart, and this is actually from a necklace. Okay, and then I have these kind of tucked in here, and they could be used in the journal. And then here's the cover. Okay, so here's the first page. I have a little tuck spot right here. And I have a few pieces that you just stick in there. This flips out. And I have some more pieces in there. I have these pieces. Oops. Okay, let's see. These pieces come out. So there's a lot of room for decorating. I wanted to leave this as a little bit blank, but with still some inspiration pieces that are handmade, but just have some room to kind of make it your own, right? Okay, so that's what this kit comes with. Okay, now we're gonna move on to, I have the paper kits I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so now I have the paper kits, and again, they are themed to work really well with these kits because, like, doesn't that look perfect? So I curated these like I would make a journal, and I have I think 10 of these, and I think I have 10 of these also available, if I'm not mistaken. But the tins, I only have 4 of the tins. Okay. So these are all, they're basically the same, but they have some very small differences, like the embossed, not embossed, the texture paste that I did on this paper will be a little bit different. Like these ones have the roses, and then let's see, this is the rose also. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different than the roses. See that? These are a little bit different. And then the colors will look different because I got to tell you guys how I made this. So I have the texture paste, and I decided to do a little bit of experimenting, and I mixed texture paint with red, the color red, and then with white, or maybe I used cream. I just used whatever I had nearby. So I used red and white or cream paint and texture paste, and then I also added just a little bit of glue because I like the way it kind of it just makes sense to me, because I think it kind of binds it better so it doesn't crumble, as like it doesn't come off as quickly, if that makes sense. And I mixed it together, and so once I finished one of the batches, I mixed it again, and so there might be okay, here we go. There might be a little variation in the color, right? This is lighter pink, this is a little bit darker. So that's the difference between this. And then again, these are vintage book pages. Well, vintage and new. There's a variety of pages in here. So what I did was, each one is going to have something very similar, but they will be a little bit different. So I named each kit after the music sheet. I thought that would be really fun. So I actually created these labels. So if you guys do pick it up, I hope that you guys keep the label, because they kind of took a long time a little bit of time to create each one with the label of the song. And I use love songs. And so I think it's really cute for Valentine's Day or for a journal. Actually, I think it's cute for any journal, but with the Valentine's Day theme, I figured I'd do that. So I'll show you guys this first one. Maybe I'll show you a couple of them so you get an idea of them, but I don't think I'm going to open them all up because I already tried to take some pictures of some of them, so I will list them separately so you can kind of look at them if that matters to you, I guess, like what title you get. Okay, so here is, I'm going to show you guys what it comes with first, and then I'll get to the music sheet. Okay, so each kit is going to have 3 different parts, and each part has at least 15 pieces in it, if I remember correctly. Okay, so it's attached, each part is attached with these little, well, with a paper clip that I embellished, or I tied on some kind of ribbon, and so it could be used in a journal. Then each one will have 6 tickets. I have 2 doilies on this one and 2 on this one, and I have the pink and white, and I think they look so cute when you do this, like on a page, but you can use them in whatever way you want. I just included 2 and 2. Here is the stenciling. I stenciled texture paste on here, so you get like that really pretty pattern on there. Then I have a piece. This is just a piece of, let's see. It's like from gift wrap or a gift bag or something, but I like the color. I think it's really pretty. So this could be easily go into a journal, and you got the color there. I think it's really pretty. And then I have a calendar page. This is great for journaling on it. And I try to make sure I include February. One that has February for each one of them. Okay. Then I have these 3. They're like notes, like notebook paper. And I think these are great for writing love notes or just journaling on. And then just tucking in the journal. And again, I love the Valentine's Day theme. I think it's so cute. I have this one, again, notebook paper with pretty floral background. And then these are really great to use in your journal also. These are just some, I guess they're like ledger paper with grids or with lined pages. So that's what these are, the first set. So each one will get one of these, and the only difference, I think, let's see what the difference is for each kit. I think the difference is just the calendar page will be a different date, and then obviously this piece will have like different flowers, or it'll be a different print, but it's the same print but just different part of the print, if that makes sense. Okay, and then it's gonna have this is the book page part, and again it's got a little paper clip with the little baker's twine. Isn't that so cute? I love it. Okay, then again it's gonna have these pieces. It's gonna have a little embossed tag with the bright pink. It's gonna have a like tiny dictionary page. And then each one will have a floral book page just like this, but it'll be a different flower, but it'll most likely be something with pink so that it'll work with this theme, right? And if you check my Etsy listing, you will see I should have an image of each one, hopefully. And then I'm going to have all these book pages because it's great to have book pages that work well with everything else. So these are the book pages that I'll have, something very similar. I was going to mention this, Song of the Silent Harp. Isn't that pretty? I love that title. I think it works so well with this whole idea. Revealed, and then Anne of Ava. I have 2 of those. Okay? And this one, I love the line, the black line at the top. I think, I don't know, it just feels like Valentine's and vintage to me. Okay, here we go. And then the last part, there's more variation in this one for all the kits. But again, I sorted through and tried to make sure I gave each kit something super similar. Okay? So each kit, I'm going to pull off the bottom first so I can show you guys. Each kit will get one of these. I love to use these in my journal. One of these. These are great for collaging on. It's a great like background page with the print. Now this is the music sheet, and this is where I got my title from, right? Dream a Little Dream of Me. And then it has the song lyrics, which I think is so cute. I actually love just reading through them in my journal. And honestly, when I love the song that I use, I don't like to cover it up because I like that, like stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper I love you. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, then I have like a magazine, a vintage type of magazine page, and it's gonna have some kind of house. This is actually a church, so isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, it's gonna have some kind of furniture piece, and I love that too. I feel like it's really romantic and vintage. Okay, and it comes with one of these larger paper clips with the tool at the top, and you can use this in your journal. I have an embossed cardstock, pink cardstock. Isn't that pretty? And then I have one of these embossed pieces. So this will be great for collage. I have a large doily. And then I have some kind of like sewing pattern, I guess you would call it, or embroidery pattern paper. And then it's gonna have one of these vintage book pages. Each one is gonna have a hand coffee dyed paper. And then I'm gonna have, this is from a book with like bows and decorations. Okay, isn't that cute? I love it. And then I'm gonna have also something like this. One of them might have, let's see, I thought I had, I think I've seen a cake, like a heart cake in a different kit. Some kind of like cake decorating, but again, they're gonna have either pink or red or something Valentine's theme. I have a map, and I tried to include something that has kind of like that peachy pink color. And then I love these. Aren't these great? I'm gonna have one like this and one like this. So one with that vintage colored background, and then one with the pink. And these are from like a vintage book. But I think they are great because they add that pop of color, but they have that vintage feel to it. So technically speaking, if you're not sure where to go with making a journal, these paper packs are really great because I've been collecting papers, and I finally decided to make packs so that I can pass them on to you guys. And all the thinking is kind of done, so you have like a variety of papers. And now once you have this, all you have to do is add, well, you don't have to, you can actually just go with this. But if you like to, what I like to do, I love using digitals, which is why I create them, but I love to just add digitals with this. So that's kind of my go-to. I start with maybe an inspiration pack or something that inspires me for the cover, like the fabric, and then I might choose a digital that I want to work with, and then I'll add in my vintage pieces of papers. And so this is already all thought out. It's all curated so that they will work well together, but yet you still have that really pretty vintage look. And that's kind of the idea. Okay, and then I also have some of these really pretty floral pages from like a floral book, a garden book. And so they will have some kind of like garden element or roses in here. And they're going to be either pink or white or red, so that they go with the theme. Because I guess I really love themes, and you know, and having some kind of like continuity, I guess. So I just love having some kind of theme that goes with the journal when I create my journals. Even though I also love to do kind of random, but if I'm gonna make a pink journal, I will love to add like all the pretty pieces and have like pops of pink or blue, or you know, colors that work well with that. So although I also like eclectic, so I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going into a different direction. It's It just depends on my mood, I suppose. But these are all ready and they're all curated. So if you guys like them, I have only 10 available in my shop. And once this YouTube video posts, I'll have them all listed and you guys can take a look. I want to show you guys my funny Valentine one also because I think it's cute. Okay, I'm going to go really quick and try to show you guys just the pieces that are different because a lot of them are already the same. Like this will be the same. Let's see. Okay, so for this one, this is the difference. The different flowers, right? So that's the difference. And then for this part, there's that one. And then, let's see. Maybe I should just take it off so you guys can see better. Okay, so this is the one with the bow. Isn't that pretty? There's the map. Okay, here's the Valentine's Day themed magazine page. And then here is the pink and the vintage color. Here's the rose book and the garden. And then here's the music sheet. Isn't that funny? I think it's funny, but I also think it's really cute. Okay, and then here's the other pages. Okay, and then I want to say that the date for this one is February 14th. I think that's what I used for the calendar page. Because it only had, yeah, look, the 14th. See that? So that's for my funny Valentine, right? That's what this goes with. Maybe I'll show you guys one more. And then the rest, if you guys want to see like the names, the titles, just check it out on my in my Etsy shop. I'm gonna have a maker kit, a whole section for my maker kits. So you guys go and check them out there. Okay, let's do this one. Speak love. Wait, speak softly, love. Isn't that cute? Okay, and again, I'm just gonna show you guys this part because this part has the most. Let's see. That are different. There's the florals. Oops. Like a hanging, it's like a climbing rose. Cherokee rose, is that it? That's just so pretty. Okay, let's see, there's the bow. There's the cake decorating. Oh, look at this other side. Isn't that pretty? That is beautiful. Okay, and then I need to, where is the music sheet? Oh, oops. I left that in here by accident. Okay, so here's the music sheet. Okay, and then here are the pieces. Okay, I'm gonna put them all in here now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.